Hi. Hi, everyone. So I'm just here to talk about my story, my health story. Um, so it really all started 8 months ago. Um, and I had like a whole bunch of crazy symptoms, crazy stuff happening. Um, so it started and I just suddenly got like this weakness all over my entire body. And it was really scary and it was really hard to walk. And I had like muscle exhaustion and fatigue. And yeah, it was really scary. And it slowly started like changing and slowly like developed into like more like muscle aching and it was just like one thing after another, muscle aching, and then my hands stopped working. It was really hard to do stuff um, because you pretty much use your hands for everything. Um, and I was just so exhausted and so fatigued. And yeah, it was really scary. I went to see a bunch of doctors, feels like hundreds of doctors, but they weren't really able to help me at all. I had like a ton of tests done. Um, I ran like they ran like a bunch of tests and MRIs and everything, and everything came up negative. So I wasn't there was like no answers, and so I was kind of scared. A few times I thought I was dying, to be honest. So it was really scary. But then around, I think it was January, it was like in the middle of everything going on, I ended up reconnecting with my friend Abby, and she shared Juice Plus with me. And I told her like what was going on and like my symptoms and stuff, and she was like, I think you would really benefit from this. And she told me what it was, and it was like, well, that sounds amazing. I feel so desperate right now. I want to try anything. And um, so I ordered some, and I've been taking it every day for over 3 months. And um, yeah, it was around like the 3 month mark about because it takes time and it takes consistently taking Juice Plus every day. And it was around the 3 month mark that I actually started to feel better, and I had more good days happening and less bad days. And the bad days that I did have were getting better. They weren't quite as bad. Um, and overall, like I've been having some more energy and I've been able to walk longer than I used to. And the walking has also been helping me to feel better. It's like a catalyst thing where I feel better. I'm able to do more, and that helps me also be able to feel better. So um yeah, it's been really awesome. And I'm so thankful for like just being able to feel better. um yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. It's been a really long journey. It feels like it's been so long. And I'm finally starting to like see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I don't know if Abby, if you want to say anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I can take it from here and then I'll pass it over to Terry. So thanks for sharing your story. I know um, talking about something that's really hard and what we've experienced in our life, even when it's pretty recent, it can feel scary and uncomfortable to say those things. I remember feeling that way years ago when I was wrestling with my own set of health struggles. And so um, whether you're here tonight because you have something that you're struggling with health wise, or you're here because you need a message of encouragement and hope during this time. We're so honored that you would take a few minutes of your night to be here and to listen and to learn. And we hope you leave empowered and inspired to make small changes in your health, because really that's what it started. That's what started with me. That's what started with Terry. That's what started with Carole. You make one small change. And like Carole said, she was able to take the next step to be able to go and walk. And she felt amazing when she did that. And so you start making all this progress, and it eventually turns into a lifestyle that you never even anticipated or expected. And so I'll give you my story in a little bit of a nutshell, but I suffered with horrible anxiety, depression, and gut health. About 5 years ago, I could not keep food inside of my body. To give you a visual of myself, I am 5'8", and at one point I was about 100 pounds. Anytime I ate, I would immediately go to the bathroom. And along with all of those issues starting, the anxiety and the depression followed suit. And so like Carole, I was desperate for help. I saw doctor after doctor. I saw a functional medicine doctor. I was on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication. I had gluten testing done, the gamut of things. And you feel discouraged. You think that the doctor is going to be able to fix it all. And it's a slow process. And what I didn't know is that plants heal our bodies. Not to say that doctors aren't needed, because they so are. We need them now more than ever in our world right now, but plants heal. And I didn't know the power of whole food nutrition in my life. And so my mom is actually the one that shared Juice Plus with me. She went to a salad in a jar party, which is a meal prep event that we host, where everyone brings some ingredients for a salad, and everybody walks away with 5 meals for their week. And our friend shared her story there. And her oncologist is actually the one that shared Juice Plus with her when she was signing palliative care paperwork. And so my mom knew in that moment, she was like, I need to share this with my family, and I need to share this with Abby, because I was suffering. Every time I ate, I was nauseous. I was gluten and dairy free, and I was the grumpiest person in the world, because when you don't feel good, you usually don't act very nice. And I remember my now husband looking at me and saying, he was like, are you ever going to feel better? And I was like, I remember getting mad at him for saying that. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to feel better. And so I remember looking at Juice Plus and being skeptical. I was like, fruits and vegetables? Seriously? And so my mom looked at me in the eyes in January of 2018, and she said, Abby, you have nothing to lose. She said, it's fruits and vegetables. She said, at the end of the year, which our cells in our body regenerate completely in an entire year, she said, so give this product a year. She said, if at the end of the year you feel no different, I'll leave you alone. And so my journey began. And let me tell you, in just a year, I experienced this dramatic health change. From being not able to eat and gain weight, I was able to start eating without being nauseous. I was able to keep weight on. I was able to consume some gluten, and I no longer live with day-to-day anxiety and depression. And I tell people, I was on anti-anxiety meds at one point. The way that I felt on that anti-anxiety medication is the way that I feel now on Juice Plus. You feel like you can do anything. You have so much energy. And I've been on the product almost 2.5 years, so it's done incredible things in my body. And with time, I can't wait to see what it does more. But I don't know what your story is or why you're here tonight, but it's no coincidence that you are, and we're thankful that you're here. And so that's a little bit of my story in a nutshell, and I'm excited to turn it over to Terry. She's going to share her story with you and the power that fruits and vegetables had on her life. So Terry is a mom, a grandma, a health enthusiast. She's been in this industry for 25 years. She is a wealth of knowledge, and I'm so thankful to know her and call her my friend. So with that said, Terry, take it away.
Oh, thank you, Abby. And Carole, thank you for sharing your story. It's hard, when you start to speak it out loud. It's a vulnerable place, and I'm super proud of you, because I can remember the first couple times I started to share my story, I would just break down. So I'm proud of you. And what has me excited is that you've only been on the product, where you're wrapping up, you're into your 4th month, and you're starting to see some blessings. And Abby here's 2 years. And she's come out of anxiety and depression and not even being able to hold down food. And I, it makes me say, what's going on here? You girls are millennials. and you're having to face some pretty serious health challenges. And that's why I'm here tonight, because I said yes to Juice Plus 26 years ago. I've not missed a day in 26 years. And there are some similarities. There are some similarities. You know, 30 years ago, my health started to fall apart. I was a malnourished fitness professional. I've taught it all, guys. Step, slide, spin, high impact, boot camps, the whole 9 yards. And instead of having vibrant, vital health, I was dying. And the autoimmune labels started to show up. And like Abby, I couldn't hold food down, severe periodontal disease. You know, then the diagnosis, you've got very rare Crohn's disease. You'll have Crohn's for the rest of your life. And if you're not digesting, absorbing food, then guess what? You've got chronic fatigue syndrome. Now you've got fibromyalgia, and you hurt from head to toe. And by the time I was 35, I was not holding a microphone. I was not teaching fitness classes. I was down for the count. And it was 26 years ago that a nurse knocked on my door and said, I have something that I think could help you. And I'm so glad that I let her, you got to get 26 years ago. I mean, the phone rang. What did we do 26 years ago? You girls don't know what we did 26 years ago when the phone rang. We answered it. I'm so grateful that I answered this call from this woman. And she said, I have something that I think could help you. And she walked through my front door carrying Juice Plus. It had been out 3 months. And she started to talk to me about the power, exactly what Abby said, that plants heal and that I had a food deficiency. And I think that's what's going on today. I think we're malnourished. And I think even if we're eating well, our gut health is so compromised today that we don't get the absorption of the nutrition. And so our cells, tissues, organs, and systems are not nourished. So let me do something here. I have some images that I want to share with you. Can you all see that? Yeah, so I bet you there are people saying, what is Juice Plus? What is this juice stuff? You know, I wanted to put Juice Plus on my license plate, and my son made me said, no, you can't be riding around Texas with a license plate that says juiced up. That you will meet some unsavory people. Okay, so what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus is plants. It's fruits, vegetables, and berries that are grown on a farm, outside, without herbicides, without pesticides. This produce is not picked until it's ripe. And it's taken immediately into like a juicing, pulverizing process. And then what they do is they reduce this juice to a powder form, and they put it in capsules for big kids like us and little kids, soft chews, without losing the nutrition. And this has been circulating in my body for 26 years. And like Abby and like what Carole is starting to experience. And Carole, you must be like me, curious. Like you came and partnered with us. That tells me you're curious. Why? Why all of a sudden, when no doctor could diagnose you, when no drug, nothing could help you, all of a sudden concentrated fruits and vegetables are making you feel better? Well, science got it right. Science says that all disease today is the result of inflammation. I believe that. So what is it? What causes inflammation? Well, the standard American diet, right? You know, we're genetically designed to eat roots, fruits, greens, beans, seeds, weeds, and we eat meat, sweets, pies, fries, cakes, shakes, chips, dips. Hello, Houston. There's part of the problem. And then environmental factors, huge part of the problem. And then stress. You see how this is all of a sudden the burden to the immune system. So they got it right. And just, you know, I know that we're talking here about, we're hearing autoimmune a lot, but let me tell you, it's not just autoimmune conditions. It's not just like Hashimoto's and all the things that happen to me. And most women today have some sort of a autoimmune condition going on, but heart disease is the result of, you know, an inflammatory system. Cancer, diabetes, all the itises, you know, arthritis, Alzheimer's, dementia is a ramification of inflammation of the neurons of the brain. So everything that we have, whether it's not, we can't even diagnose what Carole had, to what Abby had, autoimmune, me autoimmune, but everything is a ramification of inflammation. So this, our diets, environment, stress, and the fact that, we're not getting, even if we're sitting down to plants, very few of us create the acid in the gut, the enzymes in the gut to help digest and absorb the nutrition. So we're malnourished. And what is the thing that we have to, it's not vitamins that are going to help us. Guys, I grew up in the fitness industry. I read Fit Magazine, I read Muscle Magazine, I took every amino known to man. I drank my whey protein, and I was sick as a dog, okay? Because I did not have a vitamin deficiency. I had a food deficiency. I was malnourished, and most people are. So so many people, I mean, billion-dollar industry, trillion-dollar industry, take vitamins because they know their diets are substandard, okay? Well, so take a look at your multi or whatever vitamins you take. That's okay. Look at that. But take a look. This is just 400 nutrients that are in an apple. There's like 10,000 nutrients in an apple. There's like 10,000 nutrients in kale, in parsley. And this, Carole, is why you started to feel better. Because for 3 months, going on 4 months now, thousands and thousands and thousands of plant chemicals are being absorbed in your body. And Juice Plus is like pre-digested food. So it doesn't matter what the integrity of your gut is, okay? Within 20 minutes, it's bypassed digestion. It's going to your cells, which become tissues, which become organs, and then systems. So every system, cardiovascular, endocrine, reproductive, immune, all the systems. So you had systems, Carole, that were not working. You had systems that were not working, and Juice Plus goes in within 20 minutes, bypasses the gut, doesn't need the acid, doesn't need the enzymes to break it down. It's in the bloodstream, and it's going to every cell in your body. And then what happens is that we become nourished. We become nourished. So we have the fruits, the vegetables, the berries. They work. They're backed by science. I'll show you a little bit of the science here in a little bit. Reduces inflammation. And we have a very, very small product line. We have our fruits, our vegetables, our berries, and this. And I know, Abby, I know that the omegas were very, very instrumental in helping you continue your healing process. But most physicians today will say to their patients, get on a good omega. Well, if you're getting your fish out of the Pacific or the Atlantic Ocean, that's hard to do. Our sea waters are so polluted. The level of mercury in our water, our fish have such high levels of mercury. So we said, there's got to be a better way. How can we bypass the fish to make an omega? Whoever thought of that? So what we did, though, is that we took the fish out of the equation, and we said, well, what do fish eat? Well, fish eat algae. So we went straight to the algae. So we put together this complete broad spectrum omega that helps to feed the heart, the brain, the joints, the skin, and the eyes. And I believe that Abby and Carole, you'll have access to this. We're doing a virtual conference because, of course, our national conference was canceled. But we're about to drop what I think is going to be our first piece of research on our omegas that's already being published in a medical journal. I mean, this will change. People will sit up and pay attention. Omegas are so important. Brain health, brain health, brain health. So if your fruits, vegetables, and berries reduce inflammation, and if we can get this good fat into the brain, do you know that your brain is 75% fat? So every day you should be eating healthy fat in the forms of walnuts, avocados, healthy seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, and now the omegas. Support great brain health. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our fruits, our vegetables, our berries, and then we have our protein shake. And once again, protein, completely vegan. And I'm not saying that people need to become vegan or vegetarian. That's not what I'm saying here at all. Because sometimes I'll get done and people say, I can't be a vegan. I said, no, you missed the point. It's not about becoming a vegan. It's that I have a way for you through our Juice Plus product line for you to consume plants that will help to improve your health. And over time, you might find that you no longer crave so much meat or dairy or sweets. And you will, and I bet you've seen this, Carole, you start to make different choices right at your dining room table. Have you noticed that, Carole? Yeah, I'm seeing her shake her head. I'll have her share that afterwards. But yeah, I'd love to know if you've kind of lost your craving and if your cravings are starting to change, because that's pretty typical. So look at this. So we've got the macronutrition of the capsules, but this is all micronutrition. Look at that sprout blend. I mean, come on, when was the last time anybody really, you know, bellied up to broccoli sprouts, radish sprouts, and alfalfa sprouts, right? Every day. And that's what we have made available to us in our shakes. So capsules, omegas, shakes, and this is what Juice Plus is all about. Here on the left, you know, is the standard American diet. And I'm not saying, please, 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 no, I'm not saying that everybody on the call eats what's on the left-hand side of the equation, okay? But I'm saying that way too many people eat this. And this is what causes inflammation. This is where your additives, your preservatives are. These are the poisons that are lodged in your fat cells in your body. And this is what speeds up the aging process. And I'm going to tell you, you know, I'm in my 60s now. I have found the ultimate anti-aging program, and it's right here. It's called Juice Plus. It's called Juice Plus because Juice Plus is going to help you get here. You're going to eat more of this when you start swallowing these, and it's backed by science. And here's the science. Everybody today with the coronavirus is saying, okay, talk to me about my immune system. Well, we have 5 pieces of published research about how Juice Plus supports and nourishes the immune system so that it can fight for you. And your immune system sits in your gut, okay? So what does that tell me? Your gut health is improved, your microbiome, and that's a different lecture. Abby's going, please, Terry, don't get started on the microbiome, okay, because we don't have 2 hours, but that's like something I love to lecture on, okay? So the gut starts to improve, the immune system stabilizes, the immune system does what it's supposed to do. What happens? Inflammation starts to reduce, support to the cardiovascular system, lung function, skin and hair. I bet you, Carole, you've noticed that your hair is probably growing faster. If you haven't, get ready. Okay, hairdresser's about to be called all the time. So, you know, Dr. Du Bois here is a friend of mine, and he says, there is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. This is a man who was voted the most popular doctor in the United States. Years ago, he was chief of staff at one of the major hospitals in Atlanta, and his specialty was the immune system, and he worked with AIDS patients, and he was powerful, putting his AIDS patients on Juice Plus and seeing amazing results to people's health. Powerful guy. And then, okay, this is important. I don't know, Carole, I don't sense you guys have children. Not yet. Okay, well, just remember that Juice Plus supports the reproductive system. So just be, you know, just don't be surprised here. Okay, so we have a program where if a parent gets on Juice Plus, we will ship it to a child for free. Imagine children being able to consume Juice Plus for free for 4 years. Isn't that powerful? And over 1.5 million families around the world have been participating or are currently participating in this program. Our company, Juice Plus, has given away over $400 million of product to children. And this is what they see. They miss school less often. Mom and dad aren't sick, so they're not missing work. You know, look at this. Kids, 56% of kids after 3 to 4 months on Juice Plus are getting off their meds. Wow. Sounds a little bit like your story, Carole. Look at that. After 3 to 4 months, everybody's drinking more water. That's a natural byprocess of detoxification. When you're on Juice Plus, you start to shred the poisons that are stored in your fat cells, going to the doctor less often. Okay, 71% of children and adults that start eating Juice Plus start to lose their taste for fast food and soft drinks. And 61% of people start eating more fruits and vegetables. You kind of eat what you crave, what you eat. If you eat sugar, what do you crave? If you eat processed food, you're going to crave processed food. Because Juice Plus is food and because it gets to your cells so quickly, you start to want more real food. So this is our only other product. It's our Tower Garden. Abby has one of these in her backyard. I have one up in Oregon, not here in Texas. I've got mine up in Oregon. But imagine growing your own food on your patio. Nobody sneezed on it. Nobody touched it. Nobody handled it, right? Everybody's so afraid today to go to the store, touch anything. Imagine if you could grow this bounty, less water, less space, more yield, grows 3 times faster than conventional farming. The most dense, nutritious food that you can ever imagine. These are just some pictures of people's tower gardens. Isn't that amazing? And since I've been on Juice Plus, and this has never changed, this is kale right here. I eat it every day. I put it in my smoothie right here. This is my Achilles, Swiss chard. I can't get enough of this, okay? Isn't that beautiful? So that's our product line: fruits, vegetables, berries, omegas, plant-based protein shake, aeroponic farming, and it's affordable. It is so affordable. Juice Plus is $2.50 per day. That's the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries, $2.50 a day. And you can sponsor a child to get it for free. Now, my son manages one of these in Colorado Springs. He's also an amazing basketball coach. He took his high school team to the finals in Colorado. Super proud of him. But he manages one of these, and he goes, "Mom, nobody pays $4 for a cup of coffee. They pay $5 and $6 for a cup of coffee, and they come back every single day." So what if we could switch this habit for this habit? Imagine, Carole, what your health is going to be like a year from now. And Abby, pretty powerful. So for those of you that joined to support Carole tonight, I want to say thank you, because I know it means so much to her, and I know she means a lot to you. So I'm going to encourage you to get on Juice Plus. Give it 4 months, give it 6 months, let your cells regenerate. Or you could become a partner like Carole has, help 3 to 5 people get on this product, and we'll show up for you. We'll do a program for you, okay? Greatly slash the price of your product. Or, Abby made the decision that this was going to not just be her plan B, but that she wanted this to be her career. That helping others to get well, it's an honorable way to make an income. It's an honorable career. And for me, I made that decision. I was on the product 3 months, and I made the decision that this was going to be my career. When my health improved, and I was raising 3 boys with some pretty significant learning challenges, and I saw the health of my 3 boys improve. I was able to get 2 that were medicated off their meds. I knew that this was going to be something I was going to do for a lifetime. And so if you're ever interested in locking arms with Carole, and we are here to support you, but imagine starting a business for $52. $52 with no overhead, no inventory, small product line, consumable product. It's an incredible company. And when you get to the top position of this company, and I know that's what Abby is gunning for, imagine health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, disability insurance, college tuition reimbursement programs. If you're interested, get with Abby and she'll show you the entire program. So thank you Carole, thanks for asking me. Thanks for trusting me. I can't wait to see where your journey goes. And if you guys want to close it out, if you have any questions, I'm here to serve.
Thanks so much, Terry. That was awesome.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. I feel bad. I was like kind of anxious, so I feel like I didn't even say everything that I wanted to say, but that's okay. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. This was really neat.
It was good. And anyone that's on the call, Carole will circle back around and connect with you and see what did you like best about the program and what really spoke to your heart. So thank you. We're not going anywhere. We'll be around for a long time to answer questions. So thank you, Carole. We appreciate you.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Peace and blessings.
Peace
Thank
and
you.
blessings.
Thank
Bye,
you.
y'all.
Bye.